afternoon. Welcome to the Personio product update all together. I hope you had a wonderful day so far. As usual, I'll be introducing you to the new features that our product team has released in the previous month. My name is Lena, and I'm a community manager. Some of you might know me already, and I'm supported by my wonderful colleagues, Mark and Laura. So I tried to cover all the topics during the presentation, but as always, you're welcome to ask your questions to the topics in the Q&A chat here down below in the Zoom bar, and my colleague Mark will answer them written. And some of the questions my colleague Laura will also pick and also ask live so that we can go into detail or have a look at the account in Personio. That's just for the setting. So also one information, just for you to know, to have in the back of your head, we are currently in the home office setup because at Personio we have our all company culture week this week. This means that all colleagues from all over Europe are coming together and coming to Munich to celebrate our culture, improve it, work on our values, and just exchange and improve our strategy. So just for you to know, in case there might be some longer loading times, maybe that is because of the VPN. Just that as a heads up. So let's get started with the tip of the month, which is also actually something that is new, and I will show you in a demo quickly. It is about the compensation of overtime. So until now, overtime could only be converted into absences in a daily format, but now this is also possible in an hourly format. So this is great for those of you who want to manage the absences with the conversion, and you're now able to also convert it to hourly absences. We'll have a look at that in the account after I showed you the agenda and what other topics we're going to discuss today. So another topic is the second one actually is the training management, because you can filter, export it, and also cancel training sessions now. I will show you quickly what our product team did on the new settings homepage, because there's a small redesign, and I also give an outlook on the new in-app support experience that will come soon. On the integration side, I will go into a bit into detail on the Visma Nmbrs integration, especially important for the Dutch market. And I will quickly introduce you to 6 other integrations just on the surface to get a short overview what they can do. And on the recruiting side, I also have 2 updates for you. One is the Autosaving for evaluations. That was a feedback and an idea of many community members, and our product team has developed that now. It was time, and they had capacities and everything for it, and now it's live. I want to demo you that. And also on the smart scheduling side, they have also done an iteration. Last month I already introduced the smart scheduling functionality overall, and now there is a little add-on that you can also insert individual confirmation and don't have to go with the standard confirmation of an scheduled calendar invite of a candidate. So let's have a look at the account on the hourly absences, how overtime can be calculated in hourly absences. So when you see my test account now, then I have prepared a few links. As said, the loading times are a bit higher due to the home office situation. I hope that's still okay for you. So when we look at Lily Holmes' profile, for example, then she has been quite busy in June, and in July she is deciding that she wants to take some flexi time off because she was working so busy in the previous month. So now we have a few examples that I have set up already. So far, when someone took a part of the day off, she did, for example, on the 4th, it looked like this, that she could enter it. And then she also could take a whole day off. That was also possible. And now with the hourly absences, it is possible to take a whole day off to know exactly the amount of numbers of hours that someone took off. For example, for today, she took off some time in the morning from 8 to 11, but then she was working 5 hours. So like her normal working day, is fully done. She has entered her time already that she's leaving in like 55 minutes so that she's leaving at 4 o'clock. And then there is this whole experience. So you can now say and inform colleagues, okay, I'm not going to be there in the morning in case there is a meeting in the morning, but that she's coming later. And then she can also enter her time there. And you can see everything here in the overview. So that is new, how it looks for the employees. But now I'm going to show you how you can also, calculate and balance this out. So you go on the overtime account of the employee. You want to and check the times that you have listed all the details. So you know exactly how many hours this person has done, and you can calculate it based on that. So exactly the same steps as for the daily absences. You go to convert overtime to comp time, and then you can choose here from all the absence types that also have an accrual policy. It's very important that you can only see here the absence types that also have an accrual policy assigned. For example, here I have the flexi time off with an accrual policy, so that I can create, for example, 8 hours into also here 8 hours that the person theoretically could also take a whole day off. But we could also say, this person just wants to convert 3 hours into 3 hours so that they can take the time, the absence, whenever they want to, and they have it on their balance. So the step of informing the supervisor or the HR admin, the person, whoever has the edit rights on the person's attendances, can convert the overtime into an absence. But it's very important that in Personio currently, it is not possible to do that automatically. But you need to tell, for example, the employee needs to tell, for example, in a one-on-one, the supervisor, can you please convert this amount of overtime hours into an absence? And they can discuss if that's possible for the employee, and then the supervisor could do that. And maybe there will be a feature to come that you could solve this in the future with Personio. But for now, there needs to be a communication outside of Personio, and then everything needs to be set up also in order to have the overtime converted into a compensation time off. So that needs to be set up. And there are also help center articles in place that you can have a look at again, or you're welcome also to post in the community, of course. So then we need to set a date until from which this is sufficient, and then we can convert it. So basically, it's exactly the same, just that the format now does not have to be days. It can also be hours, and leaves more space for companies who are using hourly absence types, and more flexibility for the companies who are using flexible working time schedules. Because like this, the employees can inform their colleagues about the absence and do not only have it in their attendances. Okay, that's it for this part. Laura, do you have any questions from the chat that I might answer here?
No, we don't have any open questions at the moment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Then I'll continue. You're always welcome to put your questions in. We really have the time to answer them all. Okay, then let's have a look at training management. You can see here now in the screenshot that it's possible to filter them, to export them, to also cancel a session on a session basis. Let's have a look how that is looking on the in Personio in the account. So those of you who might not have this button, that is because you do not have this package yet. It is an additional package, the performance and development area. Click on the training section because I want to have a look at the training, and on a session underneath a training course that I've prepared for us. So I've prepared a German course, a business German course already for us. And yeah, you can see that they have different statuses. So with the test session here, I show you quickly. There you have different filtering options. Because it was in the past, you can also add something to the attendance status. For example, here I just quickly said this person has attended, so that you could also like filter, for example, for that. And yeah, so like if you have more more people in a training, then this is very convenient, and you can use that in order to keep a good overview. And furthermore, it is possible to export it. Currently, it's possible to export it as CSV file. I'll show you after the demo also quickly how it looks like in the file. Yes, and that's it to the filtering and exporting. Let's come to the functionality about canceling a session. So let's first have a look at how a canceled session looks like. So here you can see in the overview, of course, you see that has this canceled status. It was supposed to be today, but it got canceled today also because, yeah, the kickoff session could not take place. It is possible when canceling a session to leave a note, and then all the participants are informed via email with the note, and the calendar note, like the calendar event, is automatically removed from their calendar. So there is no action needed. And yeah, the notification is via email. I'll also show you a picture afterwards how that looks like. Yes, and so here, like you see that you cannot change anything here. Everything is grayed out. But for example, if you do have a session that you say, okay, I don't want to cancel it, but I want to postpone it to a different day, then you could, for example, here we have an upcoming one. Then I could just change here, edit session, change the date, and say, okay, I don't want to have it on the 15th. I want to have it rather on the 16th. Then I go and save, and then you also get a pop-up, okay, confirm changes. And yeah, the invitations will be sent out newly, so that everyone who already had accepted or tentatively have accepted, so that they can respond again. So here, everything awaiting for response. The people who were already invited, they got another invitation again, and need to tell the training organizer if they want to join on the new date too, or if they can join. Yes, so if we want to cancel a session, we can do that here click on cancel session. Then we write a reason why we want to cancel. As soon as we go on confirm cancellation, then it's really cancel. Like then this notification is being sent to the participants and removed, the calendar event is removed from the calendars automatically. So just by clicking on the confirm cancellation button. Yes, so I quickly want to show you also how that looks like. Here is the message, for example, of the kickoff session German course, as I have canceled it here because there was a change in the concept. Therefore, I wanted to cancel it. And this is the notification shown here just as an email. And as said, it's removed from the calendar already. And here, this is the export file. So if you export, the list, for example, for a training partner, someone who's hosting the training externally, who does not have access to your Personio account, you can share the CSV file with this person. Or if you want to merge other information together, you can also do that via this file. So there you have like the name, position, the course name that the person was in, then the session name, then the start end date, invitation status, and also the attendance status. So all the information that are also in the overview plus the position. Yes, that's it. Laura, were there any questions in the Q&A section?
Yes, thank you, Lena. There's one question from Daniel. He's asking, the training management is a part of the performance product, right?
Yes, that's correct. So like when we go at the account back to the account, like here the feedback functionality, which will evolve the feedback cycles and the training. These are all part of the performance and development package. That's right. Yeah. If you already have the performance and development package, I'm not sure, maybe you've seen it in pre-slides of the webinar, but there is a group in the community where you can go into, then you receive regular product updates from our product managers. There are updates on upcoming beta tests for the performance and development area. So yeah, that is the place to be if you have the package. I'd recommend it. That once a month there is an update from the product managers, and there's a close exchange to the product.
Great, thank you. No open questions now.
Okay, awesome. Then we can continue. Just a quick heads up on the new settings homepage. So this is just a small change, mainly in UI. It was changed because they want, like the product team want to have space for further changes in the future, that they can integrate more settings that can be set up here. And also they wanted to divide it according to different functionalities, like for example, the organization and also people. So like have it a bit more structured to different roles or different needs. Yeah. So that's it. Basically, it's just a UI improvement. Another outlook that I want to give shortly is regarding the contact flow. Soon there will be a new in-app support functionality for you, so that you have the whole experience within Personio as a tool, and you hopefully get like all the relevant answers with as little effort as possible. Like all the relevant information to the questions that you have through this in-app support. And of course, if you don't get further with that, you also can reach out to our support within our in-app experience. There will be an update also on that in the next user group meeting taking place on the 21st of July online. You're welcome to join there. There will also be a roadmap update for the next half year. So I also recommend to join it, to join. More updates later, but this as a short notice already that there will be more information and like a sneak peek already into the new functionality that will be released in the near future. Okay, then let's continue with the next topic, integrations. The first integration is about Visma Nmbrs, and the other 6 I'll continue to give a brief overview. I'll try to keep it short. With Visma Nmbrs, it's mainly important for the Dutch market because it's a payroll provider on the Dutch market. It creates a profile in Nmbrs. There is being a profile created as soon as there is the status set to active in Personio, or it reaches the hire date, and then like the people all already reflect in Nmbrs as well. So it's quite easy to keep an overview. Same as when someone is leaving the company, then of course the data is not being updated. Other than that, the data that is being updated is especially the employee changes and employee information from Personio to Visma. And if you want to start the integration, then you use the subcontractor bprogra. It's under like the settings, and then under where also the DPA information are. There is like all the subcontractors listed that Personio is using, and bprogra would be the one for Visma. And as soon as this is active and it's being activated by Personio, then you can use it. It exchanges data from Personio to Visma not the other way around. That's important to know. Also, no salary data is being transferred, so only employee information. That is an important note here. Okay, then I quickly give an overview of the next 6 integrations. I start at the top left. Savvy is an employee empowerment platform. So this tool supports you with onboarding processes and people development, coaching, trainings. It also connects learners. For example, if you have employees within your company who have the same struggles, then they can connect. So quite cool. Commit is a team-oriented recruiting platform and is supporting you with hiring workflows and automates them and also eliminates team silos that might be created within the hiring process. Become One is a benefit software. It's a holistic approach, actually, because it also takes tax regulations into consideration and also existing benefit programs that you might have that can be easily integrated into the Become One platform. Then Map 24 Web. It's a scheduling and time recording, timekeeping platform. It also supports employee communication. For example, if employees want to exchange shifts, they also have like shift modules in there. So it's quite extensive when it comes to time tracking. Industries like the health industries or like in pharmacies, practices, clinics, it's like often used, but also in the retail sector. Jump Cloud is an open directory platform for identity access and device management. It helps you to regulate the access management and user management within your company, and it offers you multi-factor authentication. This is very important for many organizations. So that is coming. So that is leading me to the last integration. It's a test. It's a performance and collaboration system with which HR or like people operations can do pulse surveys and annual feedback cycles, appraisals can take place on the platform. Or you could also schedule your one-on-ones or also annual meetings or yearly talks that you have. Also have an overview via a goal or OKR card, have an ideation board. As well, there is also a mobile app so that the employees can use that to keep track of all the information and the performance data going on in the company. So that was lots of information on other tools that can be integrated in Personio. Are there any questions, Laura, to the integrations?
Thank you, Lena. Mark already answered all our open questions. Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you for your questions, and also thank you for answering them, Mark. Cool. Then let's continue with the last part, the recruiting part. The first topic is auto savings for auto evaluations, and the second part is smart scheduling with the new iteration. So let's have a look at both topics, and in the end, we'll cover like the questions. Auto saving for evaluations. You can see on a screenshot how it looks like when there is an evaluation filled out and when someone is coming back and wants to continue the editing process. That's how it's looking. Let's check it out, how it is like created and realized in the account. So I have here prepared something. Let's go actually on our example with a normal account. Sorry. So I have check that with Wilhelmina. And when someone is going on the account now and is doing the evaluation, we fill that out and click somewhere else. So that's pretty cool. Before that, as you have closed it, it was not possible, your information were lost. With this new evaluations, you can just come back and continue where you have stopped. Let's schedule, for example, here a phone interview, like 3 stars. We enter a text. You see here on the side that it's being saved. So that is very important that the green check mark is here. So only then it's really being saved. Then I could also go on here, close it and click somewhere else. And like, yeah, I've just closed. I go there again. And then I'm asked if I want to continue. And yes, I do want to continue. So you don't even actually need to click on close and save. You can just click somewhere else and everything, all the information are being saved when you click here or when you insert a text, as we've just done that here. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's so much to that functionality. As we are in this process, you see that the continue editing is still there, but let's log in as another employee. Let's log in as Sabrina. Sabrina is also in HR. She also has access to recruiting and also profile. It's loading. Let's check then. Let's go to the next point already and come back. So the next point is smart scheduling. I have announced already, it's possible now to insert an individual confirmation here. The screenshot I will also show you in the account is when you define all the criteria how someone can schedule their links, like the candidates can schedule their interview links. Then you can also decide it's optional, it's not necessary. You can also choose your own template that you have created under settings, recruiting, email templates. So that is quite convenient. So Wilhelmina, let's demo that on Wilhelmina's profile as well. I quickly wanted to demo you earlier that the evaluations, when I go on there, I do not see anything here because like I'm logged in as Sabrina and she cannot see the evaluations of the others. But let's go back to the interviews. So when we schedule an interview, a phone interview, for example, and like we want to set up a scheduling link here, then we can like define everything. And then in the bottom here, it says automatic email confirmation. As it also says here, it's really optional. If you do not choose a template, then the automatic information with the time, the date, etc., and the standard text is being sent out. Our product team has received lots of feedback in ideation in the community as well as in the beta test that this message is very important for organization to be the individual and also maybe per interview type that they can also give further information also in the email that has all the confirmation dates and times in it so that there is one email with all information. So yeah, that was important for many. And so they have realized that, so you can choose a template, create an extra template for it. And then you can, send the invitation or the text in there, and then everything will be sent to the candidate in one message. So this is quite cool. And also leading me to the end, do you have any questions to the recruiting part?
No question, thank you.
Okay, thank you. That was short and sweet. Thanks so much for the questions in the chat. And you're always welcome to give us feedback on the feedback page that is opening as soon as you close the Zoom link. We're always looking forward to your feedback in order to improve the session to your needs. And the next product update will take place as usual on the first Thursday of the month on the 4th of August. Yeah, the registration as usual via the follow-up email. And also one shout out I want to do here is our next international user group meeting. It takes place on the 21st of July, online again. Yeah, it will be in the afternoon. And yeah, as said, I can only recommend it because we will give an outlook on the roadmap. There will be some information on the in-app support functionalities that you will have in the future, and also a future product of Personio that is coming in the next few months. So be excited and tune in to be up to date what is coming next in the next couple of months. It was lovely to see you. I hope to see you next time. Have a good day. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.